Marlins on deck, Steven Strom, Kyle Sielaff, Rod Allen. Great to see you, boys. How's everyone doing today? Everyone's good?
Good, buddy.
Outstanding. How about you, my buddy?
I'm good. I'm excited to get going here on a Friday night. Kyle, let's start with you, man. This is a Texas team that probably won the offseason coming into 2023. They added at the deadline. This is a potent lineup that wants to mash, bash, and blow your socks off.
Yeah, they say everything is bigger in Texas, and that includes this ball club's ability to hit the ball out of this beautiful facility here at Globe Life Field. I mean, they're incredible this season. They're sixth in home runs with 151 bombs. They're first in average, batting .272. They hit righties better than anybody else in the league. They're third best against lefties, so that presents a problem for Jesus Luzardo tonight. Now, the one thing that the Marlins might have going for them is that the Rangers don't really steal, right? I mean, they are really predicated on hitting the ball up the alleys and over the wall, and the Marlins have had a lot of difficulties this season keeping base runners in check. So if that's an advantage for the Marlins this weekend, and it might not present as much of an issue for Jesus Luzardo and others, we'll have to wait and see, but this Rangers offense is good.
We just saw Jordan Montgomery, Mr. Rod Allen, on July 18th. That's 17 days ago. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. Advantage Montgomery or advantage Marlins bats?
I don't know if anybody really has an advantage going in. If Montgomery is throwing that sinker ball at the bottom of the strike zone, he's going to get his ground balls. That much we do know. Skip Schumacher, he alluded to that fact in his pregame conference today. They've got to get him up in the strike zone. He's not going to overpower you. He's got 90 to 94. Nice little curveball and a changeup that he throws to mostly right-handers. And our lineup is mostly right-handers today. So if they can get him up in the strike zone with our new offense and the added bats of Berger and also Bell, I think we could do more against him than we have in the past. This is the third time we've seen him. There's no record, but his ERA is under 2. We really haven't done all that much against him. Talking about this Texas team, I had a nice conversation with Bruce Bochy today, one of my favorite managers of all time. He will be in the Hall of Fame.
What a job he's done.
They got a lot of aircraft carriers on their team. Kyle alluded to that fact. They don't pitch as well as we do, in my opinion. They don't have many power throwers. They just acquired Max Scherzer. He's their hardest thrower. We can play with this team. This team is one of the best teams in baseball, but we can play with this team if we pitch much better than we did in that Philly series.
Kyle, let's get into the pitching. You talked to Skip Schumacher. He talked about Jesus Luzardo, wanting him to be on the attack. He wants to get into pitchers' counts, not hitters' counts. Much easier said than done.
Yeah, it is, and I also think there's something to be said for when Skip says we can't shy away because we know this team has the ability to hit 4 bombs in a game. I mean, you've got to attack. You've got to work in, out, up, and down. You can't go out there pitching afraid, thinking to yourself, oh, no, if I leave a 97-mile-an-hour heater over the plate, this thing's going to get hit out of the yard. You know, whether I'm working with Rod or Gabby or Nelly or even Kelly, we talk about this all the time. Hitting a baseball is really difficult, especially when it's moving, going 98 miles an hour. Jesus Luzardo's fastball is the 3rd highest in terms of average at 96.8 miles an hour league-wide, and it's got a ton of movement. If Jesus Luzardo commands the strike zone and he's on the attack and not letting the Rangers attack him, he's going to be just fine here tonight.
And Jesus Luzardo's been very solid. The Marlins have won 6 of Luzardo's last 8 starts. You'll hear Kyle and Rod at 8:05. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, Steve's Guaranteed a Victory, our Twitter poll question, and then we'll get you ready to play some baseball on the Marlins Radio Network, driven by AutoNation.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the Shades of Summer sale, July